Welcome to Time Coins, the channel where the past comes alive through coins, currency, and the stories they carry. Today, we'll take a deep journey into the world of the 1942 India 2 Anna coin, one of the most iconic and historically rich coins ever minted. Under British rule in India, this coin is more than 80 years old, yet it continues to speak volumes about the era. It was born in an era of global war, colonial power, and a nation on the verge of independence. The year 1942 was one of the most turbulent periods in modern history. The Second World War was raging across continents. Nations were collapsing and rising. And India, though still a British colony, was playing a major role in the British war effort. Millions of Indian soldiers fought under the British flag, while industries in India supplied food, uniforms, and materials to the Allied forces. Amid this chaos, even small things like the production of coins were deeply affected. Precious metals such as silver and copper were needed for military use, and that forced the government of British India to rethink how its coins were made. Before 1940, the 2 Anna coin was mostly minted in silver. But by 1942, silver had become too valuable to use for everyday currency. So the minting authorities switched to a new metal, nickel brass, an alloy made of copper, zinc, and nickel. This not only saved silver for the war effort, but also gave the coin a new, distinct golden appearance. For many people at that time, the change in the coin's color symbolized the changing times. A golden coin in the middle of dark years of war. If we look at the design of the 1942 2 Anna coin, we can immediately see how it captures both British and Indian identity. On the obverse side, we find the crowned portrait of King George VI, with the inscription George VI King Emperor circling his head. The portrait shows the king wearing the imperial state crown, a symbol of authority and empire. King George VI ruled from 1936 to 1952 and was the last emperor of India before the country gained its independence. His reign was not an easy one. He came to power unexpectedly after his brother King Edward VIII abdicated the throne to marry an American woman. George VI was known for his shy nature and a stammer that made public speaking difficult for him. Yet during the Second World War, he became a symbol of courage, stability, and perseverance. His image on the coin represented the British Empire's attempt to project strength and unity even in the face of global chaos. This makes the 1942 2 Anna coin not just an Indian coin, but also a part of British imperial history. Turning the coin around, the reverse side reveals a beautifully detailed design that blends Indian artistry with British precision. The center features the denomination 2 Annas, written in both English and regional Indian scripts, surrounded by a delicate floral border. Below it is the year 1942, and around the edge runs a geometric pattern symbolizing balance and harmony. The combination of Western typography and Indian motifs gives the coin a truly cross-cultural identity, a piece of art that carries two worlds on its surface. When held in hand, this small brass coin reflects not only craftsmanship but also the politics and culture of its time. The 2 Anna coin was a key part of India's pre-decimal currency system, which existed before the adoption of the modern rupee in 1957. In that system, 1 rupee was divided into 16 annas, and each anna into 12 pies. That means the 2 Anna coin was worth 1/8 of a rupee, a modest value, but significant enough for daily transactions. During the early 1940s, 2 annas could buy a small meal, a few vegetables, or a short ride on a city tram. It was a coin that circulated among soldiers, traders, and ordinary citizens, a witness to their daily struggles during the war and the freedom movement. The 1942 coin was mainly minted in Bombay, now Mumbai, and Calcutta, now Calcutta. Each mint had slight differences in the size, shine, or mint mark, making some coins rarer than others. Collectors today spend hours identifying these tiny variations. For instance, Bombay mint coins may carry a small dot or symbol under the date, while Calcutta issues often do not have any mark. These subtle details, invisible to most people, add immense value to collectors who understand their importance. The coin weighs around 5.83 grams and has a diameter of about 22 millimeters, with smooth edges and a perfect round shape, though some varieties also have slightly scalloped edges, which add to their beauty. Now let's step beyond the metal and design, into the historical background of this coin's era. The year 1942 was a turning point in India's history, the year of the famous Quit India movement launched by Mahatma Gandhi on August 8, 1942. The movement demanded an end to British rule, and millions of Indians took to the streets in protest. British authorities responded with mass arrests, imprisoning thousands of freedom fighters, including Gandhi and other top leaders. The country was boiling with political unrest, yet coins like the 2 anna continued to circulate with the face of the British emperor. Imagine the irony. People were fighting for freedom while still using currency that carried the image of the ruler they wanted to overthrow. This makes the 1942 2 anna coin an emotional symbol, a silent witness to India's struggle for freedom. At the same time, the world outside India was burning with war. In Europe, cities were bombed nightly, and in Asia, the Japanese army had advanced close to India's eastern borders. Indian troops fought bravely in Burma, North Africa, and Italy, carrying the same currency, including this very 2 anna coin, in their pockets. So, in a way, this coin traveled across continents, connecting soldiers and citizens through a shared empire. From a numismatic perspective, the 1942 2 anna coin is an essential part of any British Indian coin collection. It marks the transition from silver to base metals and from imperial dominance to independence. Collectors are drawn to it because it tells a complete story, a mix of art, history, economy, and human emotion. Its current market value depends on several factors: condition, rarity, and mint mark. A coin that has been heavily used may be worth only a few dollars, while one that's in mint condition, clean, shiny, with every detail visible, can fetch anywhere between $30 to $60 United States dollars. Some coins with minting errors or double strikes are considered extremely rare and can reach much higher prices in auctions, especially among collectors in the USA and the UK. But beyond the numbers, what makes this coin truly special is the connection it builds between generations. When you hold a 1942 2 anna coin in your hand, you are holding something that survived wars, revolutions, and decades of change. It's a direct link to a time when India was still British India, when radio was the main source of news, when soldiers marched under the Union Jack, and when Gandhi's call for freedom echoed across the nation. Each scratch, each faded line on the coin tells its own story, of hands that used it, of shops where it was spent, of the history it silently witnessed. King George VI's coins are also loved because they represent the final chapter of British India. When India gained independence in 1947, all coins bearing the king's portrait were gradually withdrawn and replaced with coins of the new Republic of India. So the 1942 2 anna is among the last coins to ever carry the title Emperor of India. That makes it deeply meaningful. It's not just a collector's item, it's a farewell to an empire and a beginning of a nation. Even after 8 decades, the beauty of the 1942 2 anna coin remains timeless. Its bright golden tone, detailed floral borders, and proud royal portrait continue to attract both history lovers and coin collectors around the world. It stands as proof that even the smallest object can hold the biggest stories of power, resistance, and transformation. At Time Coins, we believe that every coin is a window into the past. Coins are not just money. They are storytellers made of metal. The 1942 India 2 anna coin reminds us that history lives on not only in books, but also in the everyday things people once used. This coin connects us to that living past, allowing us to touch history with our own hands. Thank you so much for watching this long and detailed journey through time. If you enjoyed this exploration of the 1942 India 2 anna coin, please remember to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Time Coins for more amazing stories of rare and valuable coins from all over the world Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Until next time, keep exploring, keep collecting, and keep the past alive only on Time Coins, where every coin tells a story.